Ivan "Ironman" Stewart's Super Off-Road is a 1989 arcade game developed by Leyland Corporation that is infamous for its celebrity endorsement from American off-road racer Ivan Stewart. Stewart is most prolific in the Mickey Thompson Entertainment Group Stadium Series with a total of 17 race wins, alongside 17 wins in the Baja 500. The game was memorable for its 3-player cabinet, with each player having their own steering wheel and pedals, but everyone playing on the same screen. The action takes place from a fixed angle and the entire circuit is viewable on screen without scrolling. This is a visual design choice that I'm very fond of when it comes to racing games, and it's great to be able to see everything and plan your route through a circuit. The game places a huge emphasis on physics, with the circuits containing multiple changes in elevation. You also have jumps and obstacles to navigate, and it makes the action a lot more dynamic than most circuit-based racing games. The game would be ported to the Mega Drive by Accolade in July 1992, and features 16 circuits, but the Ivan Stewart name is removed from the game's title. There's a great gameplay loop to Super Off-Road, as the game rewards you with more money for placing higher on the podium, and the money you win can then be spent on upgrades for your truck. The most valuable of the upgrades are the Nitro boosts, which give you a sudden burst of speed in which to overtake your opponents. The opponent AI will always stockpile Nitro, so you'll find that they're far more aggressive with their use of boosting. While it can be tempting to want to upgrade your tyres, shocks, acceleration and top speed, it's always worth buying extra Nitro to get that upper hand on the rest of the pack. Visually, the game doesn't have much variety, but what is here is drawn and coloured well. The most impressive aspect of the visuals is the truck itself, which interacts with the various obstacles with surprising realism, really selling the various jumps, bumps and changes in elevation. Unfortunately, the game doesn't hold up as well in the sound department, with a particularly abrasive soundtrack that I'd recommend switching off. The music tries to emulate the sound of overdriven guitars and does a horrible job of it, sounding more like a swarm of flies. But thankfully the game does ask you if you want the music on or off before you start the first race, so this is easily remedied. The game also asks you which buttons you want to map the accelerator and nitro to before the action kicks off, which is a friendly and welcome touch that I was not expecting. It certainly makes a change from having to manually change the controls of the options yourself, and it's something more games of this era could have really benefited from. But of course, the real fun of Super Off-Road is in its multiplayer. The Mega Drive port unfortunately only supports 2 players, but the knockabout nature of the action is still great fun with another person on the sofa. Surprisingly, Super Off-Road is the only fixed angle racing game on the Mega Drive that shows the entire circuit on screen, so it becomes one of the most unique racing games on the system by default.